Hi everyone, I'm Brendan.
And I'm Karen.
And together with Fox and Rabbit, we're filming this, our 45th Flosstube, on Saturday the 14th of December. We managed to do one
2 weeks.
2 weeks apart.
Yes.
What happened?
I don't know. I don't know.
Normally it's 3 months.
We're going to try to keep it every couple of weeks.
Mm.
It's a scorching hot day. We've been out to the shopping centre early to get almost the last of our Christmas shopping done. Oh, and we're back now in the air conditioning because it's really hot. I don't think you can hear it, but the cicadas today, that's how you know it's summer. The cicadas are really loud in the bush across the road from us. So
Yeah, we're lucky here. It's only going to hit mid-30s here, which is what, 80s?
Celsius.
Mid-80s.
Oh, not 90.
Early 90s.
Yeah.
Whereas other parts of the state are going to hit 45, which is what, 110, 120.
Yeah, they've had extreme weather warnings for Victoria and South Australia. So all our friends in South Australia and Victoria, we feel for you because it's hot enough here in New South Wales. So, yeah.
But that's summer for you.
With not a drop of rain in sight this week, apparently, which doesn't make me very happy, but that's okay. It is summer. Summer in Australia. Okay, so what have we been doing, Brent? You've been working hard. I've been working hard.
That's all I've done.
That's all we've been doing, getting orders out. Yeah, which is a good thing. We're on track. We're plowing through orders, which is great. I've been doing the same. Brent's been dyeing. I've been ironing, serging, designing, stitching, trying to get Christmas presents all stitched. I've pretty much almost finished all of that. A couple of my American friends, I'm going to deliver to them in January. They're going to have to have it too for next year because the mail's just been terribly slow and we've just been so busy. So almost finished Christmas stitching. So unfortunately I can't show that. But I actually attended the Jingle Ball. Anyone who doesn't know, it's an online sort of Christmas stitching event. That was the brainchild of Stephanie from Lindy Stitches. It, for those who don't know, it sort of involves 12 designers. I don't know, what would you call it, Brent? Like an online retail retreat event, really. They set it up. It's only $10 to attend, which is amazing. All 12 designers had their own shopping booths, and I did quite a bit of damage there. There are things like there's fun videos all weekend, cooking and singing and Christmas crafting and all sorts of stuff that you can watch at your own, either live or in replay. There are classes that they run. I attended 3. I did one by Stacey Nash. I did one by Liz Matthews, and I did one by Kathy Haberman, Hands-on Design. 3 of them were fantastic. Cannot wait to stitch those. And, you know, there's meet and greets with the designers. There's stitching rooms. I jumped into a few stitching rooms and some of my friends were in there. And then one day, sort of 4 of us decided to Zoom together privately. So we had our Zoom on one screen and we had the Jingle Ball on the other. So that was great fun. And all in all, it's just an amazingly well-run event. It's the 3rd year that Steph has put it all together. I do believe there's going to be a 4th one next year. It just gets better every year, and I cannot recommend that highly enough. So I'll show you some of the purchases I made when we get to that part. Mm-hmm. We've also been doing a daily advent, little mini Flossmas thing every day. We filmed day 14. Brendan's been showing his. What did you show them? For anyone who hasn't watched that every day,
I got an ink vent calendar, which is all fountain pennings. The 25 days of fountain pens.
Brett is a big collector of fountain pens. That's a massive hobby of his. Yeah, so you've been doing like a color swatch. If you haven't seen them all, they're up there for every day. They only go for about not even 5, probably 5 minutes.
A couple of minutes.
Yeah. So Brett just does a swatch.
I've been swatching. That was today's ink.
Yeah, it was pretty. Yeah.
Which is a chameleon ink, so if it hits the light, it changes color.
Changes to like a pale blue colour, depending on how it.
Yeah, I don't know how it stands out.
Where's my favourite? My favourite was that Starry Night one, Brendan. What was that one called?
Snowflake was pretty.
I like the one with the Starry Night. What was that one called? Oh, that one's beautiful too. That's my second favourite one.
Cranberry was pretty. It started off as a really dark pink, and then it turned into, as it dried, it split into pink and green.
But it's really high shine. It looks like it's amazing. Oh, it doesn't matter. I can't think what mine was, like a black starry night. That's the one that smelled like rose?
No, like cherries.
Yeah.
That one.
We need smell
that
vision.
one was like a scratch and sniff type ink.
Yeah, it's a scented ink, and it's amazing.
I don't know which one yours was.
No, keep going. Can I have a look?
Stop.
Oh no! This is no. That was nice, but no. That was it. Chilly Nights. Oh, I love this one. It looks like a star. In flesh, it looks like a starry night. It's beautiful. I want that in one of my pens, Brendan. I love that. Don't you think that's beautiful?
Got lots of sheen in that one.
I love it. Yeah, so you're only halfway. Brendan was just saying before we started filming, what am I gonna put them all in? I said I think he needs to make kind of like a little spice rack looking thing. So over Christmas break, so he's got somewhere he can just store. Where do you normally store your inks?
Just in a box on the floor.
But they're bigger. In a box on the floor. Maybe you need to build a thing for everything, Brett. See how it goes blue?
Yeah, that was the second one.
How pretty is that?
That was the first one I did too.
Yeah, so it's now drying more. Brendan didn't think it was working, so he did it the second time. But...
yeah. Still doesn't really shine as much as the other chameleon one does.
But when you kind of tilt it, it goes from like an emerald green to a really pale blue. It's really pretty. Now,
no one cares.
I think they do. A lot of people are actually getting this. Apparently, some of their sons are tuning in just to see Brendan do his inks. So that's really interesting. And some of the stitches are also our ink lovers as well. So that's been a bit of a bonus. I was blown away by a gift from my friend Naomi. She is stitching __ squirrel on Instagram. So go and have a look at her daily posts. It's amazing. Naomi made for 4 of us friends an advent box. Well, actually, it was 3 advent boxes. I'll show you. This is one of them. I'm not going to bring all 3 up because one of them's already been opened. But she made, so each of us got 3 of these boxes. Mine's all been done in greens. My friend Linda's, I think, was pink. My friend, I don't know, pink, purple, green, and blue. I think she did them in. I think Linda's is blue. Andrew's is pink, and I think Jenny's is purple. And she did 4 sets of them for us. We're halfway through, and we are all still stunned. We have actually now officially opened 1 full box, so I've got 2 to go. Is that right, Brendan? Oh, I beg your pardon. We're halfway through the second box. But it's just incredible. So what I'm going to do is just quickly show you, if you haven't been watching our little unboxings every day, I'll quickly go through some of the things. It's not the order they came in, but and like I said, if you check out Naomi's Instagram, you'll see what the other 3 were, because they're all the same sort of thing, but they're different designs. She also has on there who the designers are, where she stitched something. I'm not going to know who they are here, but they're all on Naomi's Instagram page, and you'll see the other 3 as well as mine. So this was a little AI squirrel that she actually had floss cards made. I believe this one's Bright, and the other one, which was day 1, let's get those out, is Merry. So this was Merry, and this was Bright. Now I'm using the floss ring that came with day 1 for my Roxy Flossco Evertote. Oops, I don't know what that is. My phone just went on. Evertote Modern Folk Embroidery Advent Stitch Along. So I'm putting all my daily colours on that. Now she also did at the very beginning, for number 1, we actually have a jigsaw. You can't see it on there, but there's all jigsaw shapes. So in number 3, I'm putting all the jigsaw pieces that come every day, and I will do those at the very end, because I want to glue them all onto the board so I can put a frame around it, but I don't want to do that in case I glue them into the wrong places. This was a beautiful notebook we got. I don't know what days these were, but that was one of the days. Oh my gosh, this was today. This, I believe, it's actually Satsuma Street. I got the fox. I think she stitched a polar bear and a deer and an owl for the other 3 girls, which is amazing. We got, oh my goodness, I'll show that in a minute. This was another, I think I have them all here. This was another thing she stitched. And most of this she had sent out to be made as well, but to be finished by Tracy at Stitch Shop down in Sydney. Look how beautiful that is. I believe that's a Lindy Stitches design. Beautiful drum. These were just incredible. Look at this one. Now this is thistle threads. It's a little slipper. You got a pair of scissors there? I haven't
Just be
put
careful, they've got a snag on them.
Yeah, I know. So these are a little oh, but my scissors are smaller, so they'll go in here. But this is a little slipper scissor holder. And again, she's got the same finishing fabric on all of my things. Each of us have the same finishing fabric. That's my colorway that she chose. I think it's the same range, but different colorway for each of us four. So that is just beautiful. I'm just still blown away. This is a beautiful little needle case. And again, that same fabric colorway. And look at this beautiful. Look at that. See, I can start using these now because I was holding them up until, while we filmed them every day, I wanted to show them on Flosstube. So it's the second half of the month. I'm going to have to wait until our next Flosstube before I can use those things. So that was that one. I hope I'm not going to be leaving anything out. I've got them all here. This is a beautiful necklace where she did all of our initials. Mine obviously are in green. Oh gosh, I can't hold that properly. Can you see that beautiful thing? That is gorgeous. I must admit, I did put a little trim around mine to bling mine up, but Naomi knows I always do those sort of things. So I just love this. I'll be wearing this all the time. Oh my gosh, what else was there? Bringing us more things. Oh, this was gorgeous. I think this was on day one. This is a Birds of a Feather. I think it's called Angel Ornament. I don't believe the pattern's available anymore. It could be. You may find them at some shops out there, but I think it's a discontinued chart. But again, she did all four angels for us. We had a mug. Like, bearing in mind, this is one person that put these all together and stitched all this stuff for 4 friends. I worked out that there is one package for every year that Naomi and I have been friends, which is kind of nuts when I did the math. Oh my gosh, Brendan, what am I missing? I'm missing things, I think. What else have I got? I'm sure I've missed things. If I've missed anything, I'll show you in the next Flosstube. But if you want to see a close-up every day, that's it. They're all up there on YouTube. Now and I'm bound to pick things up as I go. So if I do, I'll show you what they were. Oh, I know. There was one thing. It was the cookie cutters. Are there cookie cutters up here?
Yeah, they're there.
There we are. There's 2 more things. Oh, there's 3 more things. Hang on a minute. I knew there was more stuff. There we go. There's a set of cookie cutters, which are perfect because I was looking for my cookie cutters the other day, so I've got to start baking now for Christmas. And this beautiful bag. We all had a different thing stitched on the front. Mine's a gingerbread man. Just beautiful. There's the fabric on the back. Lovely, lovely. And then there was this gorgeous bag, and inside were a set of wooden laser cut floss drops. Now I think that's all of them. I'm pretty sure. So yeah, very excited. There's still another, 12 days to go? 11 days to go. I'm losing track of days. So I'm very, very very lucky. The other advent box I've been opening, and so far I've been stitching every day. So I'm actually up to date. And that's the Modern Folk Embroidery Evertote Roxy Flosco Advent Box. Now, this is the first time I've actually been lucky enough to get the entire box where you've got the fabric, the threads, and the parts, and it's been wonderful. And you can watch Jacob from Modern Folk Embroidery on his Flosstube every day. He does a special thing for each day's stitching. It's really good fun. And I can't show the charts, but every day there are these beautiful charts with these gorgeous sort of graphics and things on the cover. Obviously the charts are on the back. This was day 14, which is today. And I have actually stitched it already, so I'm up to date. It's on a Roxy Flosco linen with their beautiful threads. These are all the threads so far, and this is, again, on that ring that Naomi gave me. So these are all the colours so far. They're just just beautiful. Look at those colours. And shock horror, I'm actually up to date. So this is it so far. And I just could not be happier. So I can't wait to see what day 15 holds. But I am trying to stitch this every day. There's not a huge amount of stitching every day. So it is achievable. Whether we get more as time wears on, I don't know. The actual piece of it, oh, come on, I'm too far over to the, I didn't start in the middle, so I measured 3 inches in from here, so I had plenty. I'm doing one on 40 count. But basically, it's still got somewhere down here to go when it looks at the stitch count. So it's still got quite a lot of stitching left. But I just think this gets better. This is the 3rd year of this collaboration, and I just think the designs get better every year. So, yeah. That's been our Advent stitching. And not only that, we are going to do a 12 days of Christmas, aren't we, Bren?
Well,
bit of fun.
Drunkenness.
Brendan's bought, oh, you don't have it here.
It's in my room.
It's in his room. Someone mentioned to us on one of our friend Zooms, I can't remember.
Liz or
our friend, Tara? Someone mentioned, Tara. I can't remember, or it could have been.
I've got to stop pronouncing it this way, don't I?
Yes, I think Tara.
Yeah.
Actually, no, I think it was on one of the Zoom groups. One of the stitching groups I was on at the Jingle Ball. We were talking about Advents and stuff, but somehow we got to bourbon, the fact that Brendan likes bourbon, I don't know. And she suggested that you do and then you found an Australian one that does a 12 days of Christmas. So you start and you drink a different bourbon every day from Christmas Day. So Brendan, of course, purchased that. So you've got that to do. So we're going to try one of those every day. But also, too, speaking of that, I'm also going to be stitching this every day. So we'll be having a drink, and I'll show you what I've stitched. Not in that order. I won't drink and then stitch. Part of the homespun, oh gosh, I always get the name wrong, homespun needlework and stitching or something group on Facebook. Everyone knows about this group. They do the exclusive with all the designers. You have to be in the group to buy the exclusive through the shop. This particular exclusive I jumped on because I love it. I love anything Kathy Haberman does from Hands On Design, especially her stitching Christmas. So this one was through Shepherd's Needle, and it thankfully arrived a couple of days ago. It's fantastic. And what Kathy's doing, she's designed it. I watched her floss tube. So if you look at her floss tube, maybe 2 floss tubes ago, this is beautiful. It's got all the threads. It has all the finishing, the buttons, the ribbons, the boards, which is because there is the main design, and then there's an ornament. So the beautifully stained boards. Really, as always, Kathy does an amazing kit. But Kathy's designed it so, well, you can do it whenever you like, but she's designed it with instructions inside to be a 12 days of Christmas stitch. So see how she's got day 1, day 2, day 3.
No, I can't show them that.
But this is the design. Kathy's broken it all down into 12 parts. If you do choose, obviously you can stitch it all in one, but like, for example, day 1 are the top 2 stars, and then day 2 is the second 2 stars, and then she breaks it down into the 12 days of Christmas. And that's it's on a black linen, so that's going to be fun. But it is 32 counts, so we're good there. So I'm going to start doing that on the 25th, on Christmas Day. So I will stitch, we will have a drink, and we will film that little one.
Maybe you need to stitch first before we drink.
That's what I was saying. I'll get that part done in the morning, and then we'll film in the afternoon because we don't want to drink in the morning. And so that way I can show each day stitched as we break open one of your little things. Brendan might drink his bourbon. I might just have like a cocktail or something.
You'll be drinking bourbon as well.
Oh no!
You make me eat fish stuff in those boxes.
Well, that was still funny. People still ask us about that.
So
so that's going to be fun.
You'll be drinking bourbon.
I'll be having a sip of bourbon. Anyway, so that'll be fun. So check it. If anyone is interested in having a bit of a laugh for 12 days after Christmas, we will be doing that as well. So that's going to be a lot of fun. What about, so that's what I've been doing. That's what I've been stitching. Oh, no, I've been stitching one other thing.
We're not talking about any of that yet.
Oh, are we? What are we talking about?
Still in introductions, news. You're just getting carried away.
I'm so tired.
We've got other stuff we've got to talk about.
Like what, baby? Tell me. I've forgotten.
Like how we're changing the way we ship to the US for block of the months.
Oh, okay. Well, you can say
and
that.
Patreon and stuff, and maybe about the stitch along for next year.
Okay, you can say all that. It's the heat, baby. I'm blaming the heat.
You just don't follow a list ever. Can't be
I'm
trusted.
thirsty. Go, take it away.
So we've had some exciting news. We've got our first employee
We
in
do.
America. Well, she's not really an employee; she's a friend.
She's a very good friend.
Yeah, but Liz is actually going to be helping us with all the mailing of customer orders in the US. So up to now, we've been shipping them individually to the US.
Nightmare.
Which means everyone's orders have been arriving different days, sometimes 2 and 3 weeks apart because of the mail, just depending on what
side of the
plane,
country
what
it lands
boat,
on. Yeah.
where it ended up. And sometimes they're going by boat, I think.
Oh, I don't know.
Yeah.
Oh, and it's also a lot of work for us, and it's expensive, and
Yeah. So from this month onwards, we'll be sending out I'll fabric the month next week. But all of the US ones will be sent in one shipment to the US, and then Liz will then be mailing them out individually.
This is just to the United States. We'll be shipping to the UK, to Europe, to New Zealand, to Australia. We'll still be doing that like we always have. But that's
UK we ship to.
Oh, we ship to Michelle. Our friend Michelle does exactly the same thing for us.
Yeah.
So she does that in the UK for us. Liz has a bigger shipment to deal with, but she's So
and
that's
how we're able to keep the postage down to those two countries.
Yeah. Because at the moment we've been subsidising bulk of it.
Well, postage just keeps going up. It's about to go up again.
Yeah.
So what it means, Bud, is the US people won't get their tracking numbers until Liz then on mails.
That's right. So they'll be on their way to the States, but you won't get the tracking numbers until Liz does that.
Yeah.
But you'll get it quicker.
You should get it quicker. You should get it a week or so quicker than you are getting it at the moment.
Yeah, because we'll be sending it express to Liz. So
yeah,
as we do to Michelle. That will also happen for Patreon for the US side of things.
Yeah. Yeah. Anything we sell retail via our website.
Yeah. Which will be more and more as we go on.
Which will
so
go
a lot of
that
people
way.
have been asking us for that. So that will go via...
Because we're going to have some special kits that are going to be available soon.
Yep, I'm doing a special kit. It's a little cute purse. I'm just finishing it off. And we're just... I think we've got 200 kits or something. We're going to sell those off and see... Because people have been asking me about this design I did a while back. I thought, let's just sell them and see how we go.
Yeah. So anything going to the US from now onwards will be shipped that way. Yeah.
We're very excited by that, and we are very, very grateful to Liz and to Michelle for doing that. So yeah. What else, baby?
Our stitch along. We got.
I can see it right here.
No, it's over there.
I can see it. No, I can see it.
Where can you see it?
It doesn't matter.
It's over there.
Do you want me to show it? I've got it on my phone. I'll show everybody if you're not careful.
I don't care. So I had my arm twisted right up behind my back, and we decided to try one more year with the free stitch along.
For those who don't know, Bren's been doing a free stitch along since 2017. It's in a Facebook group.
Yeah.
You download the free parts every month off our website. Doesn't cost anything. They're there until the 31st of December.
Yeah.
Then you can purchase them if you've missed out. But it's free all year. You've been doing it, wow, Brendan, for a long time. For what, 7 years? 7 years.
7 years now.
Wow.
Yeah. So we were going to stop it because we had a few problems. We had a few nasty people. But we looked at all the nice people and saw that they far outweighed the nasty people. 23,000
people or something in our group, and it's trying at times. Bren wakes up to some very nasty things sometimes in his inbox. It gets a bit much when we're really busy. You usually know when something bad's happened because I usually get on the group and give everybody a bit of a roast. But, at the end of the day, we've all got to remember this is just for fun. It's free. And it's just come January, it's a busy time for us. We're getting ready for Nashville Market. It's very busy. That's when part 1 goes out on the 31st of December. And you wake up to quite a lot of nastiness sometimes.
Well, I won't be looking at Messenger.
Just don't look at them. That's what I said. And you know what? 99% of the people on our group, given the huge number on there, are wonderful. And I know a lot of people were really upset when Bren wasn't going to do it again, but it's all designed. It's stunning. You're thinking about stitching it. It's a big one next year.
So this year is probably our biggest.
Next year,
sorry, is probably our biggest one, I
It's
think.
about 350 by 350, I think. Stitches wide by
333
height.
by 330.
Oh, there we go.
Yeah, I think it's probably our biggest one and our most stitching in it.
Stitch heavy.
Yeah, but I think it's the best one we've had so
You
far.
love it, do you?
Yeah, so
it's called Cloister Garden.
I'll probably even stitch it this year.
Yeah.
So all the details about the sizing and the fabric size and the requirements are on the Facebook group.
Yeah.
And I'll also, in the next day or so, it'll be on the website as well.
Yep.
On foxandrabbit.com. But the first part won't be released until midnight Australian time.
So anyone in the Northern Hemisphere or parts of the Northern Hemisphere
On the 1st of January.
We'll get it.
They'll get it
on the 30th.
16 or 17 hours earlier.
Yeah. So it's designed to be 31st our time.
Well,
so the rest of the world
it's a minute past midnight on the 1st.
Yeah, but they get it early if you're not in Australia.
Yeah. Or late if you're in New Zealand.
It all goes out at the same time. It's interesting because every year it makes me laugh because we put up that it's going up on the 31st, right? A minute past on the 1st of January. What's funny is a lot of people are it's like a countdown thing that happens. But some people overseas think because the Australians are saying they have it on the 31st that they have to wait another 24 hours before they get theirs. But no, it's all released at the exact same time. Yes, it is the 31st in Australia, but it's the 30th in most places in the Northern Hemisphere. We don't hold it back. No. We don't give it to the Australians first.
It's going to be the first in Australia. And
the 31st technically. Yeah, no.
Almost the rest of the world, except for New Zealand and a few other northern countries.
But what's funny is people think that the Australians and New Zealanders and South America, they're all getting it first. They're not.
South America's not.
Wherever, Brendan.
South America gets it at the same time as North America.
Whoever it is, I don't know.
They run
I don't know how it works. Whoever. The Southern Hemisphere gets it first and the Northern Hemisphere gets it second.
It doesn't.
Whatever. It doesn't. It all gets released at the exact same time.
I can't believe you don't know how time zones work.
I'm too tired of things. All I know is every year we get criticised for giving it to the Australians and New Zealanders first. And we don't. It goes up on our website at the same time. It's just a minute past midnight for where we are in Australia.
Sydney.
Like, for example, even in
Queensland, it won't be midnight.
In Western Australia, it'll be 3 hours before midnight because of time zones. It's all the entire world has the chance to download part 1 at the exact time it is loaded.
It's 2 o'clock in the morning in New Zealand.
Yes, that's right. It's 2 hours past in New Zealand. We do not favour Australia and New Zealand above the rest of the world. We get criticised for that every year. We're like, have a look, it's there. Makes me laugh. But then some people think that it's winter down here at the same time as it is up there, so,
Seasons work on hemispheres.
That's what I was thinking. So I was thinking seasons.
Time zones work on slices.
I know. It always makes us laugh, isn't it? We have had people, when with taxi drivers, whoever, when we talk to them in the States, and they'll sort of say, we'll say, oh, yeah, we'll be there in winter, and we'll say, oh, it's so hot at home, and they look at you, and it's like, well, because it's summer there, and they just look at you like, I think they think we're lying. I really do think some people think we've lost our mind. We're like, well, because it's a different hemisphere, it's a different season, and they just look at you like you're
maybe
you're drunk or something. It's like, no.
Maybe you should stop bashing Americans now.
I'm not. I'm just saying it amazes me how people think that. Oh, shut up, Brent. I love Americans. Anyway, so that's what happens. It will be up for the whole world at the same time. All that to say, every year it happens, though, baby. So Brendan's going to gently step into 2025 and just pray that he doesn't get crucified by half the world.
I won't be, because I won't look.
Don't look at everything. That's the best thing.
So if you send me a messenger message, you won't get responded to.
Most of the people in the group have got your back, though. They do.
Oh, well. So what have you been stitching?
Are we up to that now?
Yep. I'm dragging us on to the next segment.
Well, I showed my Advent thing, so that's cool. I picked this one up at the Garon Stitching in the Wild Retreat. This is Erica Michaels. I absolutely love this. They have a model of that there. It's called Goodwill to Men, and I just love this. The only reason I haven't finished this yet is because I had to stop to stitch all my Christmas ornaments. But I'm loving this. I put this on a piece of, it's crooked in my frame. It's not crooked, but I'm stitching this with the called for, what was it? It's with Weeks Dye Works Fathom, Fathom. It's beautiful. It's on a, I think I'm doing this on a piece of mason linen I picked up at the attic when we were there for summer school. But that's that one. It's crooked in the front in the thing, but it is really, really pretty. So as soon as my all my gifts are finished being stitched, which should be in the next few days, I will get back and hopefully finish that one before Christmas. But the rest of what I've been stitching was, as I said, every day I'm stitching the Advent calendar, the Advent One Folk Embroidery Evertote Roxy Flosstube, and I'm stitching my ornaments. So, one thing I did happen, I forgot about that. Another thing that's happened since our last Flosstube is I had my catch up with a group of friends we organised last year to catch up down in Sydney and do a Secret Santa swap and have lunch, visit the Cruel Goblin in the afternoon. It was a fabulous day. Unfortunately, Tiani, who actually organised it all, she couldn't make it. She had a death in the family, which was very sad, but most of us were able to attend. A couple weren't able to make it because they're travelling on holidays and stuff, but everyone swapped their ornaments. So I've got to show you the amazing thing that I got. So my Secret Santa was my friend Kate. Kate, what are you laughing? You're laughing at the fact that you can't believe she stitched this.
No, I'm laughing at the fact that you're out of order again. Keep going.
Why? What have
We're not up to gifts yet.
Well, no, this is in what we've done in the last couple of weeks.
It's gifts.
It's what I did in the last couple of weeks.
It's gifts.
Well, whatever. I don't care. It's Christmas. We're not having order. So I'm showing it because this is amazing. Anarchy? It's all out of control, is it, baby? I'm going right off. Just turn that thing off.
I don't know what
we are all over.
Bothered plan.
Do you want to refilm this whole thing?
No, keep going.
So
do whatever you want.
I was very, very lucky. Look, there was another little tiny gift in here, which I don't have on the table here. But Kate stitched this for me, and this is just amazing. It is Merry Merry Pink Heap by Stacey Nash Primitives. It's stitched on 46 count. You cannot see it, but in this bottom section here, and in parts of it, there are eyelet stitches done on 46 count. Honestly, even with my magnifier, I can barely see them. It's beautiful. She's done it. She backed it with that same kind of velvet from number 12 Stitch Co that Naomi's been backing our things in. Fabulous, cool trim from number 12 too. It's like, it's kind of, I don't know what we call that, Brendan. It's kind of like it's not chenille. It's a very unusual trim. I love it though. I might have to get some myself.
Twill tape, isn't it?
Well, it's like shredded. A twill tape that's been frayed or something. It's really, really, look at that. So yeah, and it's beautiful. It's quite big. So there it is against my head. It's beautifully, firmly packed with sawdust, which I love. So I was very, very lucky to get that. So we had a wonderful day down there at the Cruel, and then we went to the Cruel Goblin in the afternoon. Julie put on some champagne for us and sparkling water. She gave us all a little thank you gift for our patronage during the year, which was a little, Julie swapped mine over to be 40 count, so that was very nice. But like a little piece. And also too, she did them all in saltbush, 36 count saltbush. And she said, would you like something other than your own fabric back? I said, yes, I would. She said, would you like 40 count? I said, yes, I would. So I'm not sure who the fabric designer is, but I think the girls got saltbush and a white silk. I got like an off-white, like an antique sort of linen with a red. But isn't that lovely? She gifted us the 12 of us those. As I said, she put on cakes, bubbly. It was a really lovely, lovely day. So that's something else I did. And we got some other gifts at lunch. Kate gave everybody at the table a gift. She actually pulled one apart, and so she could put two different ones back together. So I got a fox and a fox and a rabbit. So I think Linda got the other two halves. Other people just got the same on both sides. And baby, you can have these now. Oh, because they're full of chocolate. So you can actually have those. Hold your hands out. Is that all of them? We'll make sure the dogs don't get any. Yes. So now I can put that on our tree. And Naomi also, hold your hands up, Naomi also gave the table a little gift. So we all had our Secret Santas, but then some of us brought down gifts for the table. So that was gorgeous. More, link balls this time, baby. So that's all for you. So now that's been, even though Chiani couldn't be there, she sent down a gift with our friend Catherine. So that was a lovely little Christmas gift. And what was the other thing? And I made for the table. Where's mine? I made for the table.
For everyone, not for the table.
For everybody at the table. A little, obviously my gift was done for my friend Andrea. Are you going to be inserting things?
Am I?
I forgot to take a photo of what I gave Andrea because she couldn't be there. She was up in Queensland, so I gave her her one down at the Cruel Goblin the week before. Here's a photo of what Andrea sent me. And this was just a little gift I did for the table. So these are just little floss drops I made with a little Santa Claus in them. A few people have asked me about this. I do all these gifts a lot. A few people said, would we start selling these? Probably in the new year. We might start selling some little accessory things. We'll see how we go. So are you going to be eating the chocolate now?
Go test it.
Go test it, make sure it's all still good.
Quality control.
Oh, Brendan. So yeah, so that was another thing that I did in the last week or so. So that's why we got off track there. So what's next? What have you been stitching, Brendan? Do we ever want to know?
Nothing.
No. He's been busy dying, so I must admit. Now we are at gifts, are we? Well, what else is there? Oh, what have you been purchasing? What about our purchases first? We want to do gifts first. We'll keep going with gifts then.
Yeah.
From Jenny?
You keep going.
From
you keep making it up as we go along.
Shut up, Brendan. I'm seriously going to smack you in a minute. We got our beautiful gifts from our friend Jenny. I've got to get hers away this week. I've been so late. Mine is, she's really good. She always writes it on the back. Mine is Christmas Eve by Dames of the Needle. And I just love it. We've both got the same backing fabric. What's yours?
Joy by Lisa Leanne Designs.
Oh, it's really cool. Hold it up. Get your hand right over it. There we go.
Can I do anything right today?
You had your hand right over the whole thing. Oh, thank you, Brendan. Seriously. Yeah, so we were very, very lucky to get those. Oh, we are having my friend, Naomi has done all this, but Naomi, Linda, and I will be going out. I think we're going out for lunch on I think it's the 20th, and we're going to do our swap then. I did go and have a day with my friend Carol from Cherry Pie Designs, and she gave me. So this is a beautiful wooden. We've got needles in here as well. Beautiful wooden hand-turned needle case, which is beautiful.
You didn't show me that.
I didn't show you that.
No.
I thought you'd pinch that. Because Brett and I have been barely seeing each other lately because he's up at the studio during the day. We literally swap each other in the driveway, and I go up and press everything at night so it's not too dry by the time it has to be ironed. You'll like this too, Brendan. This is beautiful. It's a candle. And this one is, Tranquil Citrus. So it's a citrus smell. But you'd really like that. It's a beautiful candle. Oh, that's another thing that was in Naomi's thing. Oh, I love it. It's caramel vanilla. That was a little candle. That was also in my event list. So yeah, and also this is what Carol made for me. It's just beautiful. Look at that. It's got a gorgeous wool back, felted wool back. It's just gorgeous. So yeah, very, very lucky girl I am. Okay, that's all our gifts, I think. What I've been stitching, gifts. I can now display my beautiful cushion. And what have you been purchasing? You can go first.
I only purchased
You got a bargain with that because of the felt.
Oh, that was broken as well. We fixed it. So we managed to score super, super cheap on eBay the Grail
4-inch
queen hoop, the 4-inch queen hoop. It was slightly cracked on the base, and it was missing the felt.
That one wasn't cracked. That only had the felt missing, baby.
No, it was. I fixed the crack. I could.
Okay.
So we managed. We got it really, 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 really.
Somebody I think
cheap.
was starting to restore it because they literally had stripped all the wool felt off it. I think they were in the process of restoring it.
Yeah, but we refelted it with a
100% merino.
100% merino wool.
Yeah, wool felt.
Fixed the little crack that was up in it.
Perfect.
And now it's a perfect $1,000.
Yeah, all the mechanisms are perfect.
4-inch queen hoop. Perfect
tension. Bren's just thrilled he got it for a song. So it just goes to show you, just because sometimes when I think people see these on eBay and stuff, and you know the felt might be all moth-eaten or missing bits. Just as I said, we were lucky because somebody had taken the time to really strip it down. But it just goes to show you can easily fix it. And because it's brand new, and you got to get the good quality kind of wool felt, don't you, Brent, don't you think? But because it's got no wear on that wool felt, it's just perfect tension. So you're very happy, weren't you?
Yeah, don't leave them done up.
No, I don't.
You do.
I actually don't, Brent. Okay, so what did I buy? Well, I was going really well until the Jingle Ball. I hadn't bought anything. But one thing I did sign up for, and my friend Naomi and Linda are doing it as well, it's the By the Bay. It's called Stitch and Inch Coverlet. There's different versions you can do. We are all doing the big one. Part 1 has come out. This will come out once a month over the next, 9 months. So this was the front cover. So you can either, so this is part 1, just here. You can either stitch the entire coverlet. You can stitch the smaller one with the, you can even put that ribbon edge around the whole thing. I'm just going to stitch it as is there. Or you can do the little one. But I'm stitching the big one, as is Linda and Naomi. Naomi might be putting the border on, I'm not sure. We're all doing it in different colours. I can't remember what, I think Naomi's doing hers with a brown on a lovely cream. I'm doing mine on 46 count white clay, which I have here somewhere and I can't find it. Linda's doing the other half of that white clay. I think she's doing black on the white clay. I'm doing this beautiful, what number is it? It's a Square 103 by a Vera Square. It is number 209 and it's a beautiful emerald green. So I'm going to do my coverlet in that. These are 100 meter skeins, so that should be enough to do the whole thing. And I'm doing that on white clay. I'm not going to start that until after Christmas, but I've got a whole month. I think I've got till, when did this come out? I think it came out, I've got about another 2-3 weeks to get part 1 stitched because I do want to keep up to date with that one. I want to start. Let's look at more plans. I'll do that now. Teresa Koget's Patreon, which is fantastic. These were her. I'm in tier 4, so these were her 3 releases for this month, for December. This one's called Jack's Welcome. This was for tier 4. This is Row of Jacks. This was for tiers 2, 3, and 4, which is gorgeous. My favourite, though, was for just tiers 3 and 4, and this is Snow Day at Cedar Hill, and I love this. This was my favourite this month. Look how fabulous that is. So I cannot recommend Teresa's Patreon enough. It's wonderful. Speaking of Patreon, this was just one of ours. This was for... Brendan, what was this one for? It's tiers 2 and 3? You tier 3.
That was the small, wasn't it?
That's the big.
It's the large, so that is 2 and 3.
Okay, so this is for the people that are interested. So 2 and 3. Oh,
no, 3 and 4.
3 and 4 got this one. This was
or whatever.
So this is one of
the tiers.
The 2 highest tiers. Yeah, the one that gets the fabric and the one that just gets the 2 charts. So we do 2 charts every month. The lowest tier gets the small design. The next
Foxton and Rabbit Warren.
Thank you. Get the small and large. This was the large, and I actually am going to start stitching that one so I can release that probably maybe 12 months time. But that's our one of our current ones that are on our Patreon at the moment. I have got the small one printed out. I've got that one printed out because I want to stitch it. Mention that in a minute. It'll be in plans. Okay, so from the Jingle Ball. Oh my goodness. I have not done any of Stacey Nash's, what does she call these? Animal Cracker series. But I've collected penguins since...
It's on top of the page.
What is too? Thank you, babe. This is the Animal Crackers series, and this is called Chili. Oh, Chili Plus is a little tiny snowman too, but I love penguins, so this was a no-brainer for me. I don't know... That's not one of the exclusives. I do believe that's being released to shops soon, but because we did the Jingle Ball, everyone got a chance to buy it as a PDF if they chose to. And no-brainer for me. This was another cute one. It was Swans a Swimming Badge. I was thinking about this, and then when I did Stacey's class, she actually showed us what it looked like. Maybe we saw the model. It's just gorgeous. I've got stuff falling down everywhere here. Okay. Now, some of these are not my usual kind of thing, but when it's Christmas, I think you want to stitch everything, every style, everything is bright and cheery and blingy. This one I love. It's Nordic Ornament Tree by Tiny Modernist. It's really pretty. I see a few people out there stitching this one. And again, I saw the model of this at the Jingle Ball, and it was wonderful. I also bought Teresa Kogut, Season's Greetings. These are all PDFs because we're overseas. They don't ship overseas, but that's great because I got all the PDFs straight away. This one was Tiny Modernist and Satsuma Street collaboration. This is called Festive Folk Tree. Like I said, I tend to do a lot more brighter things at Christmas time. I tend to be more grungy, primitive the rest of the year, and I tend to go bright and fun and everything at Christmas. This was probably my favourite. This was Christmas Folk. I've got all of Kathy Haberman hands-on design, Spring Folk, Winter Folk, Autumn and Summer. And she did a special release. I think this was the exclusive for Jingle Ball, so I don't think this will be out for at least another 12 months. And this is Christmas Folk. And I love it. And part of that includes that gorgeous ornament on the right-hand side. That's included as a bonus in the chart. So I love that. These ones were pretty. And this is Marshmallow World. I think this was her exclusive as well. This is Beth from Heartstring Samplery. This was her Jingle Ball exclusive. What's that one? I did Liz Matthews, I think it was called Christmas Star Class, and she also, so it was a beautiful star, but she also released, I think this was an exclusive, her Quaker Star, so along the same lines as the class it is. So once I've done the class one, I know exactly how to make that up. Teresa Kogut, I practically bought all of them. This was Holiday Stroll. Again, I think these were her exclusives for the Jingle Ball. Just wonderful. I think this was almost, I'll show you that one in a minute, because I think that was almost the Jingle Ball favourite with everybody I spoke to. This was Up on the Housetop. Another gorgeous one again. I think that was an exclusive for the ball. This is called Home. It's another fabulous one from Teresa Kogut. And this was probably my favourite thing from the ball. This is called Blue Coat Santa. I think this has been literally all over the web. I think Teresa's first go at one of these kind of little made items. And Teresa showed this in her booth, and he's just fabulous. Are you still eating more chocolate? I also bought the every year they have it's really reasonably priced. All the designers, the 12 designers, do an ornament, and it's put into a booklet. Obviously ours is the PDF, and that is the cover for this year's, and they are just amazing. Fantastic. Great ones to stitch for next year. And my last purchase, I think, every year, I don't know this lady's name actually. It's Little Stitcher. It's on Etsy. I stitch a lot of her stuff. She does beautiful stuff. I think it's Teresa, but I don't know. It's this one. She always every year does like an Advent thing where you stitch and light the candles over the Advent period. And this is this year's one. And it's called Woodland Advent Candles. If you go onto her Etsy site, it's the Little Stitcher. You'll be able to see, I think she's done it for 2 previous years, and you can buy the charts where you literally stitch a candle. And it always has hope, peace, joy, and love. And I've got all of them. They're wonderful. So, yeah. So I think that was, I just realised that was another gift my friend Carol gave me. I thought there was one other thing, as well as the candle. So, yeah, I think they were all my purchases from the Jingle Ball. But I purchased those for you because Brendan wasn't able to go because he was up at work. Luckily for me, I was able to do it during the day. So
Karen purchased 2 of hands-on designs.
Canvas
on works. I'm guessing it's a hint.
It's a hint for our Christmas tree for next year, baby. Well, you love doing canvas work, and they're small. Yeah. And you said you wanted those 2. Okay. Well, What else is there? I'm going to tell that's in plans.
Well, what else is
happening?
What else is going on now that we don't have a schedule or a list?
Oh, I don't know, baby.
I deleted it.
Oh, no. What else were we going to talk about? We are so rusty at doing Flosstube.
No, you decided to go off script.
You had nothing written.
I had it all written down. I deleted it.
You did not, Brendan. You were flying by the sea. You had 2 things written on there.
Well, all the
Tell the truth,
is
baby.
plans.
Okay, so yeah, again, work. You gotta mow the lawn. I am going to on the 1st of I've got it kitted up, ready to go. On the 1st of January, I'm going to be starting 12 months. Well, I don't know how long it's going to take. I plan on doing it over the 12 months. This is Salem's sampler from Plum Street Samplers from my lovely friend. She so yeah, I'm starting. So anyone wants to join me? We're starting this one on the 1st of January. So that's a big plan for me. I want to keep up with that. And every year people do what's called a blessing sampler, or a lot of people do, blessing sampler for January. Now that's a 12-month stitch along I'm going to do for that one. And usually it's something that is, you can stitch, well, usually it is. It's something that you stitch from the 1st to the 31st of January. So you start and finish it in the month, and it's called your blessing sampler. I rarely have time to do anything that I want to do, just because we're ahead for market. I don't even want to jinx myself, but we're doing really well.
You're ahead, I'm not.
No, well, my designs are all done, finished. But yeah, January is still a very busy period for us. We are going over to the United States for, what is it, Brendan? Sample Symposium at the Attic. We're only going to be gone for like 5 days. So there's not a lot of time for us in January typically. So I'm usually looking for something a little bit smaller, and I haven't really been able to do one in the past. But this came across our desk yesterday from our friend Akshay. Isn't it, Brent?
His first design.
Yep. And so this is going to be my blessing sampler for January. So again, anyone who wants to join us, I've got to go and pick out a beautiful colour. Brent's going to dye me a linen. I want to do something super special. I'm probably going to do mine on 46 count. But what's it called? It's so Smitten by Stitches, I think is what he's going to design on it. This is just a first for him. And it's Quaker Impressions. Yep. And that's a pretty quick stitch. Now, I did ask him if he was selling this. I think he was a bit scared to do that initially because he didn't think people would like it. And I said, well, I'm stitching it. So if you would like to purchase this PDF of Akshay, Brent's going to put his Instagram details at the bottom of the screen, and you'll probably put it in the drop down. So just contact Akshay via Instagram and you can purchase this chart. So I'm going to be starting that 1st of January and plan to have it finished by the 31st of January. So that's my blessing sampler for 2025. So I hope you can join me. And they're my plans. What are your plans? Stitching plans?
I'm not making them anymore.
Why?
Because I never honour them.
Well, our plans are also to do that 12 days of Christmas, so that's going to be a hoot. I think for those people who like us with the tasting box, we don't have one at the end of this video because we're only 2 weeks since the last one, but I believe they're sending us another one.
I don't know.
I don't know. Well, a gentleman actually contacted me from the company. I think they were.
But someone's sending us some mystery box.
Yeah, I don't know what that
is.
What is that?
No idea. I don't even know who the company is.
We got a dispatch notice saying somebody has sent us some weird thing, but it's not like a.
We don't know what it's not a weird thing.
We don't know what it is. Is what I'm saying. Like, it's not what I'm saying is it's not a person.
No, it's some business.
It's not some person that sent us something. It's a business, and we don't know what that is. So it could be something interesting, and I don't know. We looked it up and couldn't work out who the company was. So
we'll find out next week. That'll
be here at some point. Oh, one thing a few people have been asking me, did I get the Kitten Stitcher Advent box? Well, no, because along with quite a lot of things that were in the box that we had shipped to our friend Liz, like you got me a first edition autographed book of an author I like that was in a lovely box. Liz sent us stuff in there. There was the Advent box. DHL lost it. So for how long was it? About a week we had a case in. It didn't get past Kentucky. The good news, that was the bad news. Good news is they finally found it and they shipped it back to Liz. So with some nonsense excuse. So honestly. So the good news is Liz has sent it back to us, not via DHL, thankfully. it's coming via express, just mail service, because I've missed the Advent thing now anyway. But that's not to say I can't wait to get the box from Kitten Stitcher and everything else that's in the package from Liz. So hopefully, Liz seems to think we'll have that before Christmas. So if we do, we'll add it to our Advent openings. If we don't, we'll just show it on our next Flosstube. And yeah, so I was just greatly relieved that that's back on its way to us, because we really thought that was gone for good, didn't we?
Mm-hmm.
And it's not so much the Advent box. Yeah, it's the book that Bren bought for me. It's the stuff that Liz put in that's from her. It's the handmade. It's the personal stuff that really was a worry. But thankfully, it's someone was looking after us, and it's back on the way.
Yeah, and we've got to remind everybody too, Barry from Stitch Folk.
Yes.
Her tomorrow, Sunday.
Sunday.
Her subscriptions open up again for her beautiful bag subscription club.
Yeah, I think it's 4 a year.
Yeah, it's every quarter.
Yep.
So you're subscribing now, and you pay by quarter now rather than
that's
yearly.
right.
So
Yeah,
it makes it a bit more affordable for everybody. So
in fact, Barry's last box for this year is on its way to us.
yeah, so everyone needs to make sure that
Set your alarms.
set your
We will
alarms.
be.
If you go onto Stitch Folk's website,
Yep.
Barry's got all the details up there, and including the times, and you can obviously you can use the internet to convert it to your time zone.
Yep.
So that hopefully you'll get one of Barry's amazing bag boxes.
Well, it's not a box this time. She did the boxes
Well,
this year.
it's going to come in a
And an envelope.
well, yeah, okay. So one of Barry's amazing bags.
Quarterly
per
subscription bag thing. Yeah. She said to me that this year's ones were big boxes, weren't they? And she said the shipping was just a nightmare. So she's done, again, look, we all work for the bag, let's be real. It doesn't matter if it comes in a box with other things. But I think she said to me it's going to be like in a flat pack envelope, but there'll be some other things in there, but it'll make her shipping a lot easier. And yes, you'll be signing up for the year, but you only get your invoice quarterly, which is nice and affordable this time of year as well.
Yeah.
So set your alarms. Bren's already got ours set. I think it's for 10 a.m. Monday morning our time for any Australians out there.
Yeah.
Is that right?
Yeah.
Not as early as you thought it was. We thought it was like going to be 3 or 4 in the morning, and we thought, oh. But Bren just double checked it. It's actually a great time worldwide. Well,
for us
in Australia as well. So
yeah,
it'll
but
be
it's,
evening.
it's on Sunday in America. Yeah.
Yeah.
So
So-
just get onto Barry's website.
Is it stitchfolk.com?
So if you get onto Barry's website, Stitch Folk's website, you'll see all the details, including the time and the time zone, and that way you'll be able to convert it to wherever you live.
Her bags,
You don't want to
second to none. They're amazing. Yeah. So fingers crossed for that one. But yes, our video will be up before they go on sale.
Well,
God willing.
hopefully.
Hopefully, as long as we don't have an internet outage with this heat, you never know. We could have a blackout.
You never know with YouTube. Sometimes they take
I
17
know.
hours to approve the video.
I know, but this one's only an hour long, Brendan. It's not our usual 2.5 hours, 57 minutes.
58.
Well, how about that?
Mm.
By the time you cut things out,
Nothing to cut out.
no, we didn't do anything stupid.
You
this
didn't
time.
swear this time.
No, I almost smacked you. But that's all right.
That's
Violence in the video. Yeah, so that's it. So we will be back for one more video. Well, we'll be back for our regular Advent opening tomorrow.
up tomorrow.
And we'll be doing one more Flosstube before the end of the year. So it'll be after Christmas, but before the start of the new year. So yeah, we'll do more about our plans and things then. Yeah, so until then, have a wonderful weekend. Hopefully this will be up before the end of the weekend. And I hope the weather is great wherever you are. Not too hot, not too cold. Bye.